Hey, Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your July 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Capricorn, your key themes for the month of July, we have flexibility, which is all about divine detours. There could be a complete shift of fortune, of destiny. There could be a major milestone or a monumental moment taking place for you. Okay, we have overspending that just flew off the table there. The card is overspending. So for some of you, because it flew off the table, I feel like you are wrapping something in. It's like you're getting spending under control, or there could be a message about taking a look at your spending. What are you throwing money towards potentially, since that card almost felt like it was thrown off the table? I won't pick that up, but you'll have to take my word. It's the overspending. We also have new ideas coming in here for you this month. New ideas. So this could be new ideas to, I'm getting travel, but I also see building. So, I mean, those are two different things. I mean, maybe you could be traveling to a building, but I feel like on one side of the spectrum here, you could be coming up with places that you want to visit, travel plans. This can also be new ideas to build and grow, maybe a business or a home. This is expansion for some of you. This is about the body, because your body, yeah, that could be part of it. Some of you, your body is worn out. You may be trying to be more flexible within your body. Maybe you're doing more yoga, or you're allowing yourself some downtime to rest. I'm getting something here around adrenals and fight or flight, or some of you, it just feels like you're exhausted. And maybe that's why you are planning some, I mean, that travel could be some R&R time as well. Time out, healing, recovery, finding more peace in your world. We have the Three of Pentacles as well. So you could be connecting with other like minds. This could be family members. And we have the Two of Cups here as well. So I feel like there is a partnership. Look at that bottom of the deck, the Tower in reverse. There may be some sort of dynamic, and they said pick up the Tower and look at what's right behind it, the Wheel of Fortune. So there is something here about, you know, a turning of the wheel. This can be a turning point in your life. It's almost as if something has come to its peak or to its final, like, finalization of a situation with the Tower. It's like you don't want it to move beyond. This could even be in the body, like something starting to manifest externally, and you're like, okay, nope, I can't let it go any further than that. Or it can be a relationship that you've tried to be flexible in, but there's a defensive energy, or there's again, a fight or flight. I'm getting adrenals for some of you. Please get that looked at if that's you, adrenal fatigue, or it could be something within the body. If you've been putting it off, get it checked out. But we also have here clarity showing up. So you're going to get clear about a situation that your gut already knows, your intuition already knows, because we have the High Priestess also at the bottom. So we have three major arcanas. There's something big that is surfacing in your world, and Spirit is saying trust in divine detours. Okay, there could be some secrets coming out here, or there could be some hidden energies. It doesn't have to be negative, because we also have the Ace of Truth. I mean, it could be something where the truth hurts, or the truth of the matter is A, B, or C, but I feel like the clarity that it brings allows something to finally heal. It allows you to put something to rest, is what I'm getting here. I do get, though, that there is some sort of truth that may be difficult, may be hard, because at the bottom of the deck, you also have choices here. So you have a choice to make when it comes to you know, what brings you happiness, if you want to be partnered up in a specific company, or if you want to be in a specific relationship, or if you want to work with someone, if you want to continue being, you know, friends with someone. I feel like you've been up in your head a little bit about this situation, but it's causing you to feel mentally and maybe even physically or emotionally exhausted. Okay, one more, please. Things are coming to light. Not only do you have the clarity card here, Capricorn, but you also have the Ace of Swords, which is truth. So I feel like you aren't going to be sitting on the edge of your seat kind of energy. And it feels like some sort of decision, it doesn't turn out the way that you thought. Some of you, because the adrenals, sometimes, you know, we get into that self-fulfilling prophecy type of energy where we worst case scenario things, right? I feel like something actually turns out better once it's out in the open and you're able to work with the energies, because it may be keeping you stuck at this time. Now, your first card out, Capricorn, is flexibility. This is about divine detours. It is change, ideas, adapting, expansion. So there's growth here as well. Okay. I'm getting orange is the new black. That's a TV series, I believe. I mean, maybe some of you are watching Orange is the New Black, or some of you, maybe this has to do with, you know, feeling imprisoned or feeling like you have no support, or feeling captive in some way. I'm not quite sure how that fits in, but this is about flowing and movement and having the flexibility to take the next step on your journey. And maybe that's why Orange is the New Black is coming in here. You may be wanting to focus on your body more. I'm getting like goat yoga. Okay. This could be yoga in the park, rooftop yoga. There are different types of movement for the body. I also get something with swimming or being in or near the water could be beneficial to you. You see water in the background. I'm also seeing chiropractic care or maybe some sort of PT. I also am getting the spine. Some of you, maybe you had some sort of spinal injury, or this can be the vertebrae in the neck or the back. That could be something you're looking into. Maybe good massage therapy or Reiki could be beneficial for you at this time. Now we have the R&R card. This is time out. You are in need of some playtime or just time to decompress. You've been overthinking things. You felt backed into a corner in some way, shape, or form. Maybe that's the Orange is the New Black, right? Backed into a corner where, you know, what way do I go? It's like learning how to adapt and survive in some sort of circumstance that you're in, instead of putting it under the rug or wishing for a new reality. It's like dealing with what's right in front of you and taking action that's going to get you to where you want to be. But there's also something around maybe consequence or karma, right? In the show, Orange is the New Black, I think I've only watched a couple of episodes, but you know, it's a bunch of females in prison, and, you know, there's consequences for actions. And so there may be something you feel it's difficult to escape from or come out of because you've made that conscious choice. And maybe now there is an opportunity. Maybe you're coming up to Judgment Day, right? Your last day in quote unquote prison, and you have a choice to make. Do you want to continue making the same choices that are going to end you, you know, back in lockup in some way, shape, or form? And that's, you know, symbolically. Or do you want to move forward and take a new path? Because there is a new path being presented to you. You have soul purpose. This is literally the call, the awakening. This is the Judgment card. When I created this deck, this was like, you know, the two energy choices, also Lovers, finding that balance between the head and the heart, but also judging, releasing judgments, but also taking a look at your past experiences and acquiring knowledge and wisdom and letting go of the regret part and taking what you've learned to better your life. And that's what I see coming in here. And look at, we also have action right behind it. So that's exactly what is coming through here is, taking some new paths is what I see here, and searching for, meaning. This is life path, it's direction, it's guidance, but you have a choice to make, and it may come up for you maybe out of the blue, or it may be below the surface. It's working its way up, and maybe that truth is something, you did have the Tower, so it's almost as if there's a foundational shift that's cracking for you, or cracking wide open for you to be able to make some new choices. Now, the rest and retreat could also be perhaps visiting a spiritual place. This could be on earth. I'm also getting, for some of you, this does have to do with meditation. It has to do with dropping into, the body a little bit more, whether that is through yoga. It could be hiking. I'm also getting chanting, oming, and I heard ayahuasca. Okay, so some of you may be going to maybe a yoga retreat or an ayahuasca retreat. I'm getting the words retreat, not just because it's showing up there, but I also see treat. Right? They took the RE off. So what does RE represent, right? It's the re-upping, the replenishing, re-evaluating. It's looking at something again. It's a very 7 energy. So spiritual awareness, wisdom, insight, and whatever it is that you are re-upping or refocusing on, reprioritizing, I feel like instead of it being a trick, right? It's going to be a treat. Trick or treat type of energy. And you've been through the tricks. You've been through, feeling like life has played tricks on you in some way, shape, or form. And here's the clarity, right? Something is crystal clear. Some of you may even have your name may be Crystal, or you may be working with clear quartz or some sort of quartz. I'm also getting someone finding a very special stone or crystal out in nature. It could be the stone, the holy stones. I forget what they're called, where they have the holes in them. Some of you may collect heart stones, or you may find agates or other forms of stones in the lakes or in the oceans. It says here, meditation, answers, direction, and clear path. And this is what you're finding, because this is what you're wanting. There's 2 paths there, and you're not quite sure. That's why you've been soul searching. And this does talk about direction. We see that multiple times here. Direction, decision making, and, guidance towards which direction is going to bring that treat type of energy, which is going to be in your highest good. And it doesn't mean that, if you've gone through something that was a trick, it wasn't in your highest good. That's not it at all. Sometimes we feel that way, right? Our emotions tend to overwhelm us, thinking that we made the wrong choice because we landed the wrong results. But it may have still been part of, our highest good. But I do feel like there is something quite profound with the Wheel of Fortune coming in and the High Priestess. This is a turning of the wheel that is going to bring you something more favorable than maybe you've gone through in the past. All right. We have debt paid. Oh, I love that. Who doesn't want to pay off some debt, whether this is a mortgage, a vehicle, this could be credit card. This could also be, paying off maybe a subscription plan or a small loan that you've had towards something. And it's been, even though it may be a small amount each month, maybe it was $50 towards some sort of education fee or whatever it may be, I feel like it is coming to an end where you don't have to worry about this any longer. Okay, something is coming to fruition or coming to a finalization is what I'm getting. Yeah, you're paying something off. It could even be a trip that you've been paying towards, or it could be an item in the home. Maybe there was an addition, or you had a washer or dryer or something that you were making payments towards. I just feel like that's being paid off, and now you're allowed to save a little bit more money. Beautiful. Saving money showing up here for you. We have interview. Ooh, we have interview and background check. So for those of you that may be looking for a new job, okay, I see someone looking into your credentials, maybe even looking into your prior employers. I feel like you have the goods. You got the goods is what I'm picking up on. So someone really feels like you have the skills and the talents to make a great asset to the team or a good partnership. Or if you sell items, if you are maybe a solopreneur or entrepreneur, or you're a business owner of some sort, I feel like you have people looking into your products. You could even receive a raving review is what I heard, a raving review. You have really great cards out here. Before I even looked at them, I felt like that wheel is spinning in a favorable, it feels favorable to you because you've gone through unfavorable situations, but it feels really good. Now we do have entry level showing up here. So some of you, what I'm picking up on is that you're going back to simplifying your life in some way, shape, or form with the R&R card. Now, of course, you could be wanting to relax a little bit more. Maybe you're taking a new position, or you've decided to add more meditation to your life or bring it down a notch. And so many times we're focused on getting to the next level, right? The next level, the next thing, the next opportunity, the next relationship. And I'm not saying that that's not on your radar, but you're putting a pause to it is what I see. And you're saying, I'm just going to focus on living and simplifying and eating healthier and being present, being in the moment. At least that's what I feel you are being guided to do spiritually with that high priestess. Now, for others of you, this could also be a new entry position that you are entering in, where you have the ability to have some sort of training and you can excel in your career. You can excel if this is the beginning of a relationship. It has the opportunity to grow, but for now, it's not huge on your radar. Maybe it was. Maybe it was last month, maybe it was last week, but I feel like July, you're saying, I'm just going to be flexible in my schedule. I'm going to simplify things. I'm going to go camping. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to take some time for myself. I'm not going to be a people pleaser or feel like I have to accommodate, everybody and their uncle and their mom, right? I feel like you're just doing you. We also have weekend sale. So remember what I said about paying off some sort of debt. Some of you, that also has to do with having enough to pay down or pay cash for something outright. If this is a big deal, possibly up to 70% off, you may buy it and you may have been needing it for quite some time. Maybe it's a new fridge or a new stove, or maybe it's camping gear or whatever it is. It could be something large as well. Maybe it is a home that you find a great deal. I mean, probably not 70% off a home, but I feel like you are getting a good deal and it's going to put money back in your pocket. And it's going to allow you to pay bills, right? You're paying bills here. If that has been an issue or a factor, I feel like you're going to have enough. And you may be questioning, if I take this downtime or if I move to this position, which maybe pays less, or maybe, it requires me to go back to school, whatever it is, you may be worried that, you won't have enough, but I see that you will. All right, let's look at your tarot. 9 of Wands. That's the card of the wounded warrior, right? It is the energy of having that final push to complete your lessons, your journey. This is also about discipline, persistence, not giving up. And I feel like you've wanted to give up so many times. And giving up is an energy here of knowing when to fight for something and knowing when to walk away, right? Is it something that you're going to stay in this 9 of Wands for years and years and years on end, and it's detrimental to your health, right? Is this something that is empowering you because you know that there is an end in sight? Or is it something that you're wishful thinking? I'm kind of getting that energy here of making a choice because there is an aha moment that says, if I keep pushing forward, I know that nothing is changing, right? Because I keep doing the same thing. What's the definition of that, right? Doing the same thing and hoping for different results. But for others of you, which I feel like this is a big majority, you are being asked to go one more step forward, wrap up some sort of cycle here so you can move towards and take that deep breath of relief that you've been holding on to. And I'm talking like a spiritual breath of relief, a body. It's like not just the sigh, like something's over, but it almost feels like you're coming down a little bit from some sort of fight or flight or some sort of high. And the high reached a peak. And this Nine of Wands is saying, you have the spiritual strength, the courage, the motivation, the discipline to take one more step, because that's all that's required here. One more step. You got this. You've come so far. Now we have the Ace of Swords. This is the Ace of Truth. This is the moment of clarity. Maybe you have been studying and studying and studying for years to get some sort of degree, right? And the moment of truth is the exam, and it's here, and you're like, all this work, is it going to pay off? Maybe this is a relationship where you've put in blood, sweat, and tears, right? You've put in a lot into this relationship, and maybe the moment of truth is saying, can we make it, or is it time to break it? I feel like you are reaching this very pivotal point in your destiny where you're coming up with a choice. There it is, Page of Wands. But you can see that this page, he is starting with the sack that's on his back there, and he has this new journey. It almost reminds me of the yellow brick road, right? What path do I want to go? All of the roads are going to lead you to Oz, right? But each of them is going to have a different experience. And you have the card of flexibility. You have the chameleon there, which represents adaptability as well, and it says that on this card. So that you are adapting to doing something differently. And that's why you're being required to step into this page energy. Pages are students. They are curious. They are open to discovery. And that's what you are being guided to move towards, because you see the cat up here. Some of you could have an orange cat, or an orange animal could be significant. I also see the changing of the colors in the background. It almost looks like fall time here. So the fall energy or autumn could be very significant for some of you. Maybe a move. This could be going back to school. It could be when some sort of, maybe that's how long it's going to take here for you to keep moving. All right. With that finalization energy, or the 9, because 9s are about completions. I feel like there is a new journey, and we have the 5 of Swords, but it feels tough, right? You're mentally conflicted. You may be going through drama and you just want to, step out of it. 5 of Swords isn't fun. No one likes to be in the 5 of Swords. It's a very low frequency of anger, bitterness, one-upping each other. It's very 3D. And it's also very mental as well. So intellectually, it's kind of like a mind game. Okay. I don't think YouTube would have liked the word I was about to say, but it does. It feels like some mind, we'll just say duckery, right? Mind duckery here. This is about winning at all costs. And if you are wanting to win at all costs, try to do so from a place of higher energy without stepping on toes or being manipulative about it. I don't feel like you are that way anyway, Capricorn. I feel like you are the opposite, where other people really show you who they are. And maybe you're the one that's in the red dress over here, male or female. It's just symbolic. Maybe you're the one that's putting your hand over your eyes. You're like, what is happening? I just want to step away from this drama. Right behind it, you see these 2 witches. It's like everybody has their own potion that they want to put in this cauldron. But the potion, it's like a bad science experiment, right? You can't mix certain things. Otherwise, they're going to explode. And I feel for some of you, the energies were mixing and it created an explosion, and you just wanted to walk away from it. Some sort of drama you want to get out of. It's created a lot of havoc in your life. And all you want is collaboration. 3 of Pentacles. You don't want to create or be a part of the drama. And a lot of you have chose to step out from it. That's why she's not even looking at that cauldron any longer. It's like she's saying, one of my favorite sayings, not my monkeys, not my circus. She's stepping out of it. But for some of you, you can't quite step out of it yet. And that's why it feels like you're stuck, right? Maybe that's what the orange is the new black. You're feeling in prison because you're still stuck in some sort of drama, even though you've stepped out. It could be a work situation, right? It could be that you're waiting for a choice to be made. If you're looking for a new opportunity, something feels a little bit toxic here or a little bit heavy, and you want to partner up or collaborate with other like-minded individuals. Someone's not pulling their weight. That's what I get here. With this 3 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords, someone is not being a good team player. Someone is not doing their best. They may be over controlling. They may be narcissistic, manipulative. They may be a my way or the highway type of energy, and you just want peace, right? You just want everyone to be on the same page. And you're thinking, why is that so much to ask for? But it's exhausting. But what we have here is a new partnership coming in. Now we go from a group of energies here to 2. This is choice as well. And that may be what's coming in here. Bottom of the deck, choices. There is some sort of decision that needs to be made when it comes to a partnership. This is options, resources, free will. It feels like you are playing a tug of war. You're between worlds. Some of you, this could be family drama that you just don't want to be a part of, right? It could be that you're caught in the middle. Maybe you're a sibling. Maybe you're a parent. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that monkey in the middle. But ultimately, your outcome is the 2 of Cups, which is, you know, a very important partnership that you are either embracing or you are, you know, connecting with. And if it's unrequited, if you were hanging around for the sake of duty, or you felt obligated, or you felt some sort of, you know, someone may have had resentment is what I pick up on as well. I feel like you're not just doing it out of some sort of duty or obligation. If you are coming together with a new partnership, a new relationship, whoever or whatever this 2 of Cups is, it's from a place of heart. And if heart is not involved, if it's those other energies that I just said, I feel like you're parting ways. Or that may be part of the choice that you make. Now, because we did have the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hierophant, this is intuition meets destiny, meets breaking the foundational shift in a way. This could also be your belief system. When the Hierophant shows up, or excuse me, the Tower, why did I say the Hierophant? Maybe because of the belief system, but the Tower is about a revelation that offers you freedom. So there's some sort of aha moment, some sort of clarity where you're going to see the truth. You're going to have a choice to make that is either going to keep you in some sort of imprisonment, keep you in some sort of 5 of Swords energy, or break you out of prison. Basically, the judgment call, I'm surprised we didn't see that card, but I feel like I'd rather see the Wheel of Fortune, but because I feel like this is you creating and moving your destiny. This has to do with you, Capricorn. The choice is on you. And even the Tower, I like this Tower. Let me tell you why. Look at that witch. She has a smirk on her face. She's looking back, like looking back at the camera, and it's like she's giving it a wink, right? And she has some smoke coming off of her wand there, or some sparkles, and I feel like she blew this Tower up. And so maybe for some of you, it's like you had maybe an agenda, okay, and maybe it was hidden, but I feel like it wasn't to hurt anyone. It was to get yourself out of, you know, a pickle, or out of a jam, out of something, and you had to do what you needed to do. But at the same time, your intuition is really broken wide open here, or I shouldn't say broke. Your intuition isn't broken. The intellect, the mind, and the emotional piece is breaking open or spreading apart. So your soul, your intuition has room to kind of come out and be seen. And sometimes when there's a lot going on and it feels heavy and you feel exhausted, you feel disconnected from that part of yourself. And I feel like whatever is happening here is to bring you back home to you and your journey, your path, to bring you a sense of freedom. Yeah, you're spinning the wheel and there's a new journey coming in here. Whether this is a journey of a move, it could be healing, it could be love, it could be learning, it could be happiness, it could be travel. I mean, look at that Wheel of Fortune. You got it all there, but you're in charge. What step do you want to take next? All right, Cap, what are you focused on? What do you want most, right? Are you focused on what you want most? One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Yeah, that's why you have this divine detour. Spirit is saying no more dabbling, no more, surfacing or, staying in that 9 of Wands energy for years and years on end. It's time to take a new path because what you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values or do I need to make adjustments? Prioritize. Yep, that's what you're doing here. All right, let's take a look at finances, wealth, money, and abundance. You have the mask, you have the cutlery, you have the gears. So for some of you, that 5 of Swords drama was because someone wasn't who you had hoped they were. They weren't who you thought they were when you met them. They may have wore a false mask in some way, shape, or form. They may have even stolen your ideas, stolen your work in some way, shape, or form. Theft could have been involved. Someone may have, been, assisting another. Now, on the plus side, this card can speak of acting skills, and remembering that you're playing a role. We get so caught up sometimes in thinking that the role that we're playing on earth is who we are, but it's not. When we get off that stage, just like in Hollywood, just like in the movies, right? When you're in a major blockbuster and you've been practicing and preparing for a lead role and you put on your costume, you put on your makeup, you put yourself out there, you get in character, and it's almost like you become that character because that's part of the role that you're playing. And sometimes people take it so seriously because that's part of what we're supposed to do. It makes it more believable. But then when the role is over, we come, off stage and we remove our costumes and our makeup and we come back to the true, authentic us. But sometimes people have a difficult time discerning the role that they've played. Maybe that role for you or that title is wife, husband, sister. It could be, any role or label that you have here on earth. And I feel like you are meant to remember that you are a soul having a human experience, that you are, playing a role on this stage called life. Okay, so this can also be hidden potential as well. And some of you are being asked to suit up. I like that, suit up for a new role in your life. And you have the opportunity to pick what role you want to play because you're also the director. You're also the screenwriter. You're also the producer. I feel like you have the ability to, attract the people that you want to work with and to choose, right? Choose who you want to work with, choose how you want to respond, choose how you want, the ending to turn out. And this is also about, trusting in the unknown as well. So there are certain points of destiny that we make choices that alter our destiny, of course, but there are certain things that are fated. So trust in that unknown and know that everything you're going through is for your evolution, for your higher good, that your soul, knew about in some way or another. And you have protection and guidance to help you on that journey. Now, we also have gears showing up. This is about money flowing, hard work, right? Putting plans into motion. This is building a team. or building in general. You could be building a brand, building a business, building a workshop, building, I'm getting Build-A-Bear. Okay, maybe someone's building a bear, or isn't that yeah, Build-A-Bear. Maybe someone just took their kids to go to a Build-A-Bear factory. Okay, take that as it resonates. Taking time off. Yeah, because a lot of you are ready for some time off and you feel like maybe you're not sure if you can afford the time off, or there could be something here of instability, feeling unstable, feeling like you need this flexible time. And I do see that money is flowing here, or it's gonna be here because you've done a lot of work. You're gonna start to see the abundance paying off. I think I saw while I was shuffling as well. Oh, here it is. The Nine of Pentacles. There is hard work paying off. This is about you creating a life that you love. This was the fourth card at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're going to see this showing up. Some of you, it's a 9-year cycle. And if you are familiar with numerology and personal years, you know that we go in 1 through 9 personal year cycles. So some of you may want to look into what year you are in, because I'm getting 3, 7, and 9. For a lot of you, it could be 9 because we do have the double 9s showing up. Now we also have cutlery. For career, this is business tools, you know, needing more money, but being able to live life where you don't have to scrape your pennies together. You can feel like debt is paid and, you know, you're able to pay your bills, have what you want, have what you need. This could be food related. Some of you could work in, you know, the food business, restaurant industry. This can also be you being a sole provider, or you're looking for additional work here, or you're looking for growth, promotion, raise. Or if you're, again, if you are a business owner, I feel like you've come as far as you can and it's time to launch. It's time to put something out there, but you're going to be able to rest. There's something here about pause and rest before, because things are going to get busy, right? Before you take the next step, I feel like it is pivotal before you give something a last go. Yeah, because I also get here gifts. Now, some of you, Capricorn, this is, yes, your spiritual gifts. This is a gift from the universe. There could be definitely a gift or gratitude coming your way. I see that showing up. Let's look at love. What do we have for, oh, deception. Not only do you have the mask in career, you have the mask in love. Now, either some of you had a double whammy in your life when it comes to being deceived, or this could be someone at work that maybe you fell in love with, or maybe there was some sort of, you know, romantic relationship with someone at work, but it says they're wearing a false mask. You know, they are wearing a false mask, or there was a deception here that took place, but that's why the Ace of Truth is coming out to allow you to have a new path. Codependency could have been a factor. Maybe that's why you stayed in that 9 of Wands. If you felt like you stayed there for years, it could have been that you were codependent on, you know, your job. You couldn't find another one that maybe paid as well, or you were codependent in that relationship because perhaps you were getting your degree, you were raising children, or money was a factor. It could also be that addictions may have been a part of a dynamic and it caused a lot of conflict. 5 of Swords. I mean, this isn't fun energy. 5 of Swords, again, is back and forth, lies, someone trying to cover up the truth, but not leaving. So it can be a lot of back and forth, arguing, but really it's the wounded inner child a lot of times that comes out, causing one to flee from reality. And remember what we said in the beginning, there's something about you sitting and facing some sort of reality, not numbing it, suppressing it, putting it under the rug, right? It's about you facing it so you can make some choices. If you're sitting in prison and the orange is the new black, you can't just wish your way out. You have to be in that dynamic each and every day, but making new choices, working on your self-care, your self-development. And then when that judgment day comes up, you have the choice. When you go out into the world, right? What do you want to do? And I feel like you're coming to a point where if you are leaving a relationship, I feel like it's to really ascend and connect with a higher vibrational love. This is possibly a person. This could be the one for those of you that either just met someone, you're about to meet someone, or you're going to leave a situation. You could also be in this relationship already, and you could be dealing with external factors that are contributing to some stress in your relationship, but ultimately it's the two of you against the world. If you are currently, wanting to collaborate, I feel like there's an opportunity to do so. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So talking it out. Some of you, the biggest factor is communication, right? Communication instead of assumption, right? You know what they say when you assume. So try not to assume. I think with clear communication, you can really collaborate and take a new path together. And you have the Ace of Truth here as well. So this can be about coming up with an action plan, cutting through the barriers, using truth, using logic, using intellect, again, and conversing with each other instead of assuming. You can really move forward and bridge some sort of gap here. All right, what else do we have from the soul's truth? We have, are you focused on what you want? Where can you create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. We said that earlier. That's part of that R&R, simplicity. Do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. And there's the clarity card. Clarity's a-coming. You just wait, Capricorn. We have, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? There's the Nine of Wands backed into that corner, scared. I mean, she's frazzled. She's been through it. She has all of her wands on the ground because she's used all of the magic from them. She has one left, right? Even her cat is up in the tree, scared for dear life, hanging on. Can't wait for it to be over. It says here, what if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Remember, nines are endings. They're completions. They are, reaching that final accomplishment point before you roll into the one energy, which is, tens and ones. It says, today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart. Take a breath and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. Yes, they are. These are amazing things. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the High Priestess. We have, am I willing? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. There's that High Priestess. There is the need to trust your soul. Excuse me, because your soul knows and the ego is frightened. And it says here, you will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action, be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. Remember, the word impossible itself spells I'm possible. So whatever it is that you are feeling the struggle on, right? I don't know what choice to make. How do I do this? Spirit is saying you're protected, right? You have what it takes to move forward. And I feel like the amount of success, we're going to use the word success as the human label today, but whatever success means to you, Capricorn, I feel like the level, and it's not even, I feel like it's not monetary per se. I mean, it could, but it's an ascension of the soul. That's what I feel for this success. It's like a completion, a closure. Like I made it. I did it. I got through to the other side. And what is on the other side is full of just magic. And it reminds me of the Land Before Time. Yeah, the Land Before Time, when Bigfoot and Petrie and Sarah, they're all, searching for the great land, right? The star leads the way. The star, what is it called? The tree star. It leads them. That's your intuition here. That's the high priestess, leads the path forward. I feel like you are getting to that place. You're going through that tunnel and it's opening up to the land where there's so much. It's like the heaven on earth card. It's like the bliss card. So your final archetype outcome is vision. This is the dream. It's the imagined. It's the revealed. It is said that when we are each born, with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we're born. I call it spiritual amnesia. Thus, we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through the doors, new doors, into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those with vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery. Bring back the dreams. When this is showing up as the light, and look at, we have clarity, which is the light. So for those of you that feel the shadow aspect, the shadow of this is disconnected from art and dreams. It's listless. It's aimless. Right? It feels pointless at times. And if that's how you've felt in the past, you're coming to a point of clarity, a point of light. And this is potent imagination. It's synchronicity. It's trust. If you want to go deeper, Twin Peaks by David Lynch or The Dream by Frida Kahlo. It says here, you can gauge how connected you are to your vision by how tired you are. Didn't we talk or go on a spiel about adrenals? I thought that was for you, Capricorn, but I feel like adrenals is something that is being addressed at this time, or your life force, your energy. It says again, you can gauge how connected you are to your vision by how tired you are. Since the vision feeds us energy, it affects our life force and vitality. Look at art you loved when you were young. Listen to old records and poems. These are all ways to activate the vision. I love this for you, Capricorn. There is something here about coming back to life, remembering who you are. And that was part of this reading was coming back to you, coming back to the whole, and making choices that get you out of some sort of purgatory, getting you out of feeling like you are trapped, and remembering that you have free will and choice, and also letting the mind and the emotional piece kind of break to the side here a little bit so your soul really can shine through, because you have that high priestess, and I feel like that is going to bring you back to your center. And you may need to get outside. This can be maybe taking that retreat, disconnecting for a while, grounding your energy, taking a little bit of time for you so you can get back to a place of the vision. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that was helpful. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lots of love.